This Saturday, Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev will meet inside Madison Square Garden in what promises to be one of the most anticipated UFC welterweight title fights of the year. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing over this clash, not just because it's the biggest UFC fight of 2025 so far, but because the matchup presents an intriguing stylistic showdown that has sparked endless debate about size, skill, and strategy. A key talking point leading into this fight is Makhachev's transition from lightweight to welterweight. For years, he dominated the 155-pound division, but moving up to 170 pounds brings a host of challenges. Earlier this week, images of the Russian star went viral as he appeared significantly bulkier than usual, revealing he had been using creatine for the first time in his career. Fans immediately speculated about whether his newfound size would give him an advantage or compromise his speed and stamina. However, the official weigh-ins on Friday provided a surprising twist. While Makhachev appeared fatigued and worn out from the weight cut, Della Maddalena looked fresh, healthy, and surprisingly larger than the Russian. Even though the images of Makhachev's weight gain initially went viral, it seems that on the scales, Della Maddalena's natural size may have caught fans off guard. Social media erupted, with many pointing out that the Australian looked significantly bigger, more muscular, and ready to handle the demands of a championship fight. One fan even commented, "JDM is huge and way bigger than Islam," capturing the sentiment of many MMA enthusiasts. Of course, both fighters will have time to rehydrate and regain additional weight before stepping into the octagon, but the weigh-ins gave an early psychological edge to Della Maddalena, who looked composed and powerful, while Makhachev seemed to be fighting the cut. This contrast could play a pivotal role once the action starts, as stamina, strength, and recovery are often as decisive as skill in championship bouts. UFC 322 is not just about the welterweight title fight. The card is stacked with compelling matchups that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Valentina Shevchenko will defend her flyweight belt against Weili Zhang, Leon Edwards faces Carlos Prates in another high-stakes welterweight bout, and Beneil Dariush goes toe-to-toe with Benoit Saint-Denis at lightweight. Each fight brings its own storylines, making this pay-per-view one of the most anticipated events of the year. This UFC 322 card is also notable for being one of the final pay-per-views broadcast on ESPN before the UFC transitions its major events to Paramount+. For fans, it's a historic night inside Madison Square Garden, featuring top-tier talent, jaw-dropping matchups, and all the drama and unpredictability that MMA delivers at its very best.